CET. My name is Piotr. Welcome in our live trading room. Quick risk warning. Guys, please bear in mind trading effects on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment. So please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education and gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. All right, we're done with quick risk warning, guys. Today's live trading room is going to be a little bit different than what you've seen before. Mostly, that's the simple explanation. US elections within the next few hours. So the main purpose of today's meeting is to check some charts, to try to check some extreme levels. And to try to prepare ourselves for the outcome, right? It's whatever we should have a plan A, plan B as usual, right? So in case of I lost myself, sorry. Doesn't matter who is gonna be the winner. We are gonna have a plan, and we should know in advance eventually how to react. So a little bit different today, but then again we have a meeting tomorrow at 2 CET. So we are going to start with a US session tomorrow. So it should be much more easier to follow the market. So it should be much more easier from trading perspective. The whole situation in the US, right before the weekend, then over the weekend, a lot of new informations, a lot of gaps at the open yesterday. And that's the whole situation reminds me the Brexit referendum a few months ago. All right, so we are going to discuss it. We are going to discuss it as well. In the meantime, hopefully you were able to follow our euro-dollar analysis. Wasn't that bad? We hit our levels, our zones right to the point. The thing is, and that's not a problem at all. If someone was afraid, because we hit 11:35 right before the close on Friday. So in case someone was afraid to trade, that's fine, right? Especially trading right before the weekend. It could be the challenge, and sometimes it's better not to take the position. And this time, by the way, short takers were lucky enough, as the Sunday Open was with the huge gap. In the meantime, actually, the US election, that's the name of the game this week. But within the next 25 minutes, we do have manufacturing production out of UK, and the British pound crosses. That's what we are going to check later on. All right, so because there is a chance, especially for euro pound traders, I'm going to explain within a few seconds. All right, just to save some time, and so we are going to skip some things here today. I'm gonna to give you few links from our blog. There are few interesting articles related to the US presidential election. The first thing, one moment, guys. The first thing my colleague prepared is the system for US presidential election, and it could be oh, it's available here. All right. The next thing, our market expectations, just for you to have it before the evening. One moment, that's here. Okay, then in my opinion, and we have to understand, because there is no doubt US elections, so US dollar, different words, we should focus on US dollar, right? But some assets, some currencies, some other instruments, there was a trade in case of the Trump winning. Especially we saw the Mexican peso weakness. We saw the strength of the Swiss franc, right? So if we are gonna to try to think a little bit outside of the box, if we are trying to think about the whole structure, right? So some crosses, not dollar related, might be the better choice than straight dollar pairs. What I mean by that, before we get the information, the last information about the Clinton emails, right? Before we saw the gap at the open late Sunday, I prepared. One moment, where is it? I prepared two analyses. It was the Mexican peso JPY and Swiss franc versus Polish zloty. Looks like Mexican versus JPY is deal done. So that's here. One moment. That was the great, but the thing is that if you are not long late Friday, there was no way to try to join the trade yesterday. But I still believe that there are some hedge left in case of the Trump winner. So, for example, if Clinton wins, so market players, traders will try to unload their hedges, right? So means, and that's important thing, means that there is a possibility it's guys, very, very important. It's not for sure, but there is a possibility that we are gonna to see Swiss franc unloads, JPY further unloads, gold further unloads, right? So means that we may see the weakness of Swiss franc, we may see the weakness of yen, we may see the weakness of gold. Okay, and the last article we are and the last thing available on our blog is a trade idea completely not related to the election or has very tiny relation to the election. It's a Aussie cat propose. It's a possible Aussie cat short setup. It's hello, Richard. So those things are available on our blogs, and we are not gonna discuss them today. What we are gonna to focus one more time, we are gonna to focus on few charts. We are gonna to try to check bigger picture, and around 10:30 CET, we are gonna to focus on a few pound crosses. So maybe there are gonna be chance to trade British pound. Okay. So let's start with our euro dollar. Let's start with our euro dollar. And let's start with weekly chart, because that's gonna be, in my opinion, that's gonna be quite important. So overall, one more time, sorry guys, there is one more formation. So overall, that's the huge move to the downside, some kind of the consolidation, and as you know guys, I am fan of the breakdown here as long as we are below 114.50, 115 on a weekly based on a weekly close. Okay, and the first, of course, is the bottom of the range around 105, and breakdown because of the size of the consolidation, it's around 10 figure, right? So then breakdown through 105 is giving us around 0.95 on euro dollar, right? That's the core scenario, but again, I like to have plan B. I like to be ready and be ready to react if something is gonna be totally opposite to my core scenario. And there is one thing we have to remember about, all right? So we had the similar move to the downside, as you may see here, to the left side. We had some kind of the consolidation when everyone was expecting further move to the downside. So we got the similar situation here, and everyone is expecting move to the downside, right? And guys, look what happened. Of course, one may argue it's completely different story. We are in a different world right now. Okay, it's very true, but we also have to remember that when everyone is trying to position himself to the downside, then market makers, liquidity providers, smart money, whatever, they may try to use the situation in their advantage and push the prices higher. And in that case, I've mentioned a few minutes ago that the current situation in the US is reminding me about the Brexit trade, right? And we saw yesterday dollar strength. I do expect later today, maybe around US Open, continuation of the move to the upside in US dollar, and at some point that could be the case even with Clinton as a winner, that we may see first move to the downside on euro dollar and then some kind of the profit taking on euro dollar. So again, taking or trying to check the bigger picture. Okay. In any case, we are gonna to see. One moment. Let's put the scenario number 1. Clinton as the winner. It could be buy the rumor, sell the facts trade. Means that, as I mentioned, dollar is stronger since yesterday. Okay, and I do expect we are gonna to see stronger dollar during the day today. Okay, and that could be the case. Buy the rumor, sell the facts. So even it may happen, guys. Don't be surprised. It may happen. We are discussing possible scenarios. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I'm trying to think a little bit different. So buy the rumor, sell the fact. And why do I expect further dollar strength later today and eventually some kind of the weakness later on? As we discussed before, yesterday we broke through the first demand zone. Okay, we have another demand zone, starts right below 110, and we were able to narrow that range. Okay, we were able to narrow that range, and we have something in between 955 935 as the next demand. $955, $935. Okay, and to be honest with you, even as euro dollar bear in medium term, I can imagine the action we are discussing right now. So further dollar strength during the day today, right? As a buy the rumor, sell the fact. Then Clinton is a winner, and we may see profit taking. Okay, so if I'm gonna have the opportunity, if we are gonna to hold that level, I would like to be maybe not I would like to be, I'm gonna be a buyer into this demand. The first thing is the first scenario, as we discussed, possible buy the rumor, sell the fact thing. The second thing is election shock, means that Trump is the winner, right? Means that Trump is the winner. Then the first initial reaction could be the USD sell-off, and trying to buy here. We know our risk in advance. Right? But the same as with Brexit and the British pound USD move to the downside from 150, 20 figures, I don't expect that euro dollar will jump 20 figures. That's the important thing. But what I'm trying to tell you, trying to buy here, we are because we know the loss in advance in case of the further dollar strength after the Clinton wins. Okay, but it might be some kind of the buy the rumor, sell the facts. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, if we are here into the demand zone and there is some kind of the shock because of the Trump winning, so we are on a poor position, I would say here. So hopefully that's clear. And again, as we have a meeting tomorrow at US Open, that's gonna be much more easier to see the things and to explain what's going on. So for now, I do expect that something around, let's make it a little bit wider, something in between 109.50, 109 will hold, the zone will hold, and we see some dollar weakness, but as long as we are below 1450, 15 level on a weekly basis, there is a still chance euro dollar will go lower. Now, one more important thing is, as I mentioned, this top of that zone. The weekly close is gonna be important. So one more possible scenario, that there is a huge reaction to the upside on euro dollar, and we might be well above 115 tomorrow, Thursday. All right, but coming into the end of the week, we may have the close below 1415. So we may see the huge spike to the upside, for example, right? So then breaking 1450, 15, that could produce stop buying. So breakout traders will start to buy, short guys will start to buy, trying to cover their shorts, algos, whatever. So that perfect liquidity pool for big guys to counter this type of the breakout. All right. Any questions related to euro dollar? Looks like no questions right now. So guys, as we went through euro dollar, I'm gonna to stop recording right now. So we have the first part recorded, and it's gonna be available on our YouTube channel shortly. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna to stop record. So for people who are gonna to watch the video after live trading room, that's it from my side, guys. Thanks.